Mountain TV, we have our weekly exclusive series with Colorado Avalanche Information Center. Brian, great to see you. As always, happy holidays. How are things going? You getting your shopping done or what?
I'm a little behind on the shopping. We've been pretty busy with snow and avalanches, so
That's all we're
we
talking
are
about.
starting to develop a pattern here this season where our heaviest snowfall is coinciding with the weekend, which is often good news for everyone who's got Monday through Friday jobs.
Yeah.
And this is going to repeat again this weekend. And so we had a slate of avalanche activity last weekend with last weekend's storm. And I'll start by showing you kind of where we're at right now as we head into the weekend. You can see we've got, a good chunk of the state sitting at level 3 or considerable avalanche danger. These are dangerous avalanche conditions. And then we've got some areas that are at moderate danger. This is likely to persist into the weekend. And we really have kind of two different conditions. This is a map of kind of current snow depth as modeled across the state of Colorado. And those two areas I circled in the Park Range up north of Steamboat Springs, and then the West Elk Mountains, west of kind of Crested Butte and west of Aspen, is where we have the deepest snowpack. So we're going to move into a situation because snowpack's getting deeper there. Those areas were on the leading edge of dangerous avalanche conditions. It is now getting slightly harder to trigger avalanches in those deep areas because the snowpack is deeper and the weak layers are therefore buried deeper. But the resulting avalanches are really big and really dangerous. And in the rest of the state, where we've got this thinner snowpack, avalanche conditions are likely to remain at considerable or level 3 out of 5 danger because it's much easier to trigger the avalanches. And even though they're a little bit smaller, they're certainly big enough to bury or kill a person. And I want to show you some examples from that just in the previous several days.
We just wanted to see what the snowpack looks like. We're on a east-southeast facing slope still. We're about near tree line, and we've got facets above a crust near towards the bottom. So on 2 taps, a crack propagated right above the crust.
So that video is a good illustration of what these thinner snowpack areas look like. And these are the kinds of obvious signs of instability that you're seeing. It's really easy to impact those weak layers. And you're seeing things like shooting cracks, avalanches that are breaking shallowly, but certainly big enough to really be a threat. These are avalanches that took place up near Berthoud Pass. You can see a ski track running above it. This was taken with drone footage, but you can see that the avalanches, even in the thinner snowpack areas, are growing large enough to really be a concern. This kind of condition extends all the way down into the southern mountains. Here's a good example from Red Mountain Pass. And this one was just from yesterday. This is in Red Lady Bowl, just outside the town of Crested Butte, where an avalanche was triggered by a cornice collapse up at the top here, and then sympathetically released these other 2 avalanches as it traveled down the slope. And this is exactly the kind of pattern we're going to see repeat this weekend. So here is modeled snowfall that we expect. You can see it starting Friday morning. And then by Saturday morning, we're looking at places with, up to 8 inches of snow, and that's certainly going to keep the avalanche danger elevated. So we're going to have dangerous avalanche conditions again as we move into the latter part of this work week, through the weekend and into early next week until those weak layers get a chance to heal. Again, the most problematic slopes face the north and east sides of the compass, and the avalanches are big enough to be a concern, particularly on those slopes that face north and east. So please get your local avalanche forecast because it does vary a bit depending on snow depth, like we mentioned, at colorado.gov/avalanche.
Okay, Brian, we appreciate the update. That's a good update. A lot going on. Conditions obviously are changing, and we appreciate it. We'll see you back in a week or so with another holiday update here in the month of December. Thank you so much, Brian.
Yeah, we'll see you next week. Thanks, Scott.
You can always stay up to date with the latest forecast at colorado.gov/avalanche. Enjoy the backcountry and be sure to stay alert and stay safe.